PhantomLimb here. And welcome to the stream. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. Thank you for saying hello to us once we come onto the microphone. Hello, Frog, hello. Thank you for saying hello to us once we come on to the microphone. We also have Ninja Cat saying hello, and Emmy saying hello to us. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys being here at the very beginning. Tiz was here with all of the hype. First one to the chat once we went live. Followed very closely by Emmy with all of the hype as well. I appreciate you both. Y'all are amazing. And with that being said, I'm taking a sip of my tea in honor of both of you. And everyone should lift up their mug or their glass to Emmy and Tiz. And we have Frog here saying, why hello to a phantom this lovely morning. Well, morning for me, lol. Good morning, Frog. Appreciate you being here. And of course, Ninja Cat coming in. How are you, Ninja Cat? Can I call you Ninja? Or do you prefer Cat? Eating dill pickle potato chips. Those sound very interesting. I don't know if I could eat a whole bag of those, but I would definitely want to have a couple. My personal favorite right now is salt and vinegar. Your boyfriend hates them? Well, more for you, right? More for you. Tiz says, I needed to finish off some ripe bananas before leaving tomorrow morning to go backpacking in terms of some... I imagine it's delicious banana bread. I don't know. Is it delicious? Did it turn out well? Hope it turned out well. That's the best use for overripe bananas, to be honest, is banana bread, and it's so amazing. I'm excited for your trip. How big is your backpack? How much is it gonna weigh? J-Man is here with us in the chat for the first time saying, I want banana bread. Yo. Me too. You were eating them to gross him out intentionally? What did he do to deserve that? I wonder. Gives J-Man a slice of banana bread? Nice, nice. J-Man says, funny story. My wife found out a banana... wait. My wife found a banana in my daughter's backpack next to the front door and never knew it was in there until we started getting fruit flies. Oh no. I guess that's one way that's gonna... Yo, what's up, Combi? How are you? That's one way to tell if there's fruit in there, I guess. Just wait for the flies. Hi, I'm new here. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Tried to get a kiss, but he refused. Well, that makes sense. If he hates them. Bombi, how are you? Y'all, I think it is time for us to join the server because we do have some work to do today, and I have some stuff to catch you guys up on because I have been busy since the last stream. Oh my gosh, where did my build go? Where did all my all my plants and chests go? Did someone destroy my base? Did someone destroy my base? Where is my chest monster? Why is it not under the water? That was for you, Combi. Where's the friendly Ghast? Oh, he's there. Don't worry, the friendly Ghast is there. Did I find an actual fellow Bedrock player? Yes, we are playing on Bedrock Edition. We are playing on Truly Bedrock, to be exact, which is a server full of, obviously, Bedrock players, since it's a Bedrock server. Whoa, what's up, Hard? How are you? How are you? Y'all, I'm just kidding. No one destroyed our base. We actually, we cleaned. We cleaned a lot. And let me show you what we have done. I'm just gonna go down here. The drop chute is still a thing. Okay. So one of the first things you might notice is we have cows. So I did move our 2 cows down here, and they started making a family. Got the friendly gas all is right in the world? Yes. This guy's over here, which is cool. We got vines growing. I also have the pale... forget what these are called. Pale vines, I'm going to call them right now. I don't know if those grow on their own because they have yet to grow on their own. Meanwhile, these ones are growing. Yo, what's up, Tramps? How are you? Thank you so much for the follow. Very honored by that. And I wave to you. I'm not sure if those grow on their own. They don't. Okay. So we'll have to like bone meal them. They're probably bone mealable, I hope. The green ones will take over the world. Right. Well, that's what I'm hoping for. Okay, so we still have the sheep farm. And we still have the sugarcane farm. That is how it is there. But... okay, we have some wool in here. But look. We are so organized. You named your gas dinner bone? Oh, that's too funny. Wait, I want to know what that... I would now want to see what that's like. I think I can make him into a sad ghast. That's funny if you turn him upside down. I love that idea. That's hilarious. If you dinner bone a ghast and then you don't want it to be upside down again anymore, can you like rename it and it will flip back? Or is it like turned upside down forever once you do it? I've never tried to unflip a mob before. How did you get a full diamond zombie? You know, it was literally just like the magic of the game. It was just the pure luck. Actually, Zach was the one who found him and brought him up to where he now is living. What's up, Zaza? How are you? Hope you're doing well. Welcome. Thank you for the first time chat. Oh my goodness, Liara. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Oh my goodness, JJ, hello. Thank you for coming in with the raid. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is PhantomLimb and I am playing on Truly Bedrock today. And I'm just going over some of the progress that we have made since the last time we were live. Yeah, make sure we go show all the love over to Liara. If you're not already following Liara, make sure to leave a follow. This closes the tab. Looks like I'm writing something that has noodles with straps. We were just talking about what happens when you dinner bone a happy ghast and they turn upside down. And now I kind of want to know what that looks like. But I was just kind of bragging about my organization right now because we are so organized. We have all of this wool completely organized. Our mob farm is still like incomplete, but I put up this little safety barrier because I was like looking at the wool and kind of going like this, and then I would just back up a little bit and then I fell. So it was kind of dangerous. So I have a little safety barrier now. So that's really nice. And we can look over and one day watch all of our mobs that are going to be falling and giving us all of the drops. Yeah, I'm so proud of that. So this is our little like starter base of operations while we build things that are actually nice, like on the surface, and then get kind of like a place where we can like have our full storage later. So this is like just preliminary, but we cleaned up the island because my plan for today is to build our little starter home, or at least get started on the starter home. We're going to start the starter home. We're going to hopefully finish the starter home, but you know, that's the project of the day. Once we're done with the tour. So yeah, full diamond guy. That guy's been there for a minute. We have a whole family of cows up and running now. Discord, the Nightbot beat you. Oh, J-Man wants to join the Discord. Lovely to have you over there. And then over here, I dug out. So this is level -16, and apparently this is like the level to get gold at. So I was like, okay, so let me put a little platform here, and then I was like, let me put my rudimentary storage system here. So all of our items are now organized in these chests. So like right here we have like oak, and then I also did a lot of chopping of wood in between the streams. So we have a lot of spruce. We have not a lot of oak, but we have a good amount. Minimal birch, but that's, you know, I did minimal chopping. This is like the other wood types because I'm prioritizing birch, oak, and spruce at the beginning here. We don't need to go through all of it, but there's like plants, and then there's like dirt, and then like all of my valuables are in here. And I did go shopping. So I ended up finding some more diamonds, and I spent a lot of diamonds, but that was to kind of kit out my gear. So we have, like, look at I got a fancy trident now, you guys. And yeah, we don't have like everything fully done, but I got protection 4. I put depth strider on my boots. I don't know, we're like doing a little bit better. You joined the Discord, welcome over there, and thank you for the follow, J-Man, very honored, and I wave to you. I also moved the dog down here. I put 2 beds because symmetry. And then I moved the smelter. We have a little like basic, I don't know what to call this area, workstation area. That's the word. Tiz, thank you so much for posting all of the links and everything and being amazing. So then, okay, so I was saying this is level 16. So apparently this is the level to get gold at, unless you're in like a mesa, which we are not. So I was like, let me get some gold, since, you know, the shopping district is all gold. And then I decided on every like 5 levels, I was going to make a little platform. So if we wanted to, we can mine at different levels. And primarily I needed not Deepslate, which was basically all the blocks that I had. So we moved up here, and I've just been mining up on this level to get like all of the blocks that we need. And so I dug out a lot of diorite and andesite. And yeah, so this is basically just like a mine to get blocks too. But we're just gonna focus. If we need to get like more, we're gonna go in the direction that's under the ocean, where we're gonna be building the islands anyway. So we will take from the lands that we will be building the land out of. So it's gonna be great. I'm just gonna repurpose it. We have so much Deepslate that this is our most plentiful block at the moment. So I think we should probably get right into the building aspect and like the planning. And so let me see. I'm gonna try to like grab some preliminary materials, but then I'm gonna end up having to run down here like a billion times, I'm sure. I want to start off. Oh, you know what I think I want to start off with before we grab the wood is the foundation. That seems like a good thing to start with. And The foundation around the island, I want to do like rocks that are piled up. I want it to be like rocks piled up is an image that I have in my head. So we're just going to kind of play with that idea for a second. Let me grab 2 stacks of each of these. I can also grab some slabs, I'm sure. Stone, why not? A little bit more tough. This stuff is so versatile now. And I honestly don't really want to build with the Deepslate. But we can grab andesite. And maybe basalt. Why can't I say that right now? Maybe blackstone? I mean, we could play. We have a little bit. And we have basically none of this. But still, I mean, we have 20 blocks to work with. That's not nothing. And we do have to do a little bit more removal. And oh, you know what? Also, we probably have to move the Happy Ghast. But the thing is, where are we going to move it? Okay, a little dock has to go. Space, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. We totally cleaned up our island. Except for the Happy Ghast, which we're realizing now. So, okay. With this guy, maybe what we should do is get some rails and just put them over here. He doesn't need to be carted anymore as they fix the lag issue. So I still think for the starter house, like my dream is that it's gonna be this like cute fantasy cottage type thing. That's gonna be like probably maybe as tall as that, whatever that's called, lightning rod. Probably as tall as that lightning rod. And I think it would be cool if there was a way to dock the Ghast into the build, which will come like as one of the last steps, I think. Yeah, let's say for now though, you're right. We don't need to put him in. We don't need to keep him in the cart. So I was gonna say I'll grab a lead and a fence post, but I have to remember that I do have this super handy bundle with those items in it already. I don't need to come back down here. I'll just tether him with the sniffer and hopefully be safe. Let me get my snowballs. They fly away so fast. It's like they don't want to be. It's like they like flying. It's like they don't want to be stuck in a minecart the whole time. Aha, gotcha. You kind of have to catch them like a cat. Like you have the treat, and then as soon as you put the treat away and you go to grab them, they try to run away. Nope, I got you. That's only if your cat doesn't want to be picked up. Okay. Lead ya? Alright, you guys get along now. Alright, y'all get along. I got the weirdest, like, family brewing over here. I can attach you there, right? Yeah. Alright, play nice. I'll be building our home over here. I don't think I have room for the sniffer, though. I don't know. I don't know if the sniffer is ever gonna live over here. What should we do with the sniffer? That's really what I need to figure out. I don't know what to do. I feel bad. We kind of don't need him anymore. I mean, don't tell him that. Alright, we can put some of this stuff, okay, in here again. Snowballs as well. This is going in the redstone chest. So this is like redstone potions and heads. That's what I decided for this. I had to combine some items into chests because we don't, obviously we only have one that's 4 times 6. 24? 24 chests. Oh, you're right. The sniffer will live on one of the sky islands. True, true. I forget that I'm going to have like a lot more land soon. Well, he just won't live in the house for now. This time will come. They zoom so fast when no one is on them. They really do. It's like they're saving all of their speed for when, I guess my inventory is full again. I didn't really like clear it out too well. Did I? Well, good thing I think it's fun to like go down there because I have been doing it an awful lot. We can also put the wood back. I've also been putting rudimentary wood items, for instance, like chests, ladders, sticks, into the oak box as part of my organizational theory. Alright, now the island is officially all clear. Your first happy gas killed you. It's floating somewhere in your world at like 280 because it would not go down, so I had to jump. Oh no! You should get a recovery compass or something. Yeah, I wonder how you would be able to like, what the best way to like track that would be. Because it would like fly away pretty quickly. The UK summer break started on Friday. The space. Now I'm free from school. You're free! That's gotta be a good feeling. Right, so I think I should put barrels in there, but I actually think barrels should go in the spruce box for whatever reason. That makes sense to me. They stay within the area where you last interacted with them. Oh, okay, well that's good. At least you know they're not going to fly away like too far. Okay. So we're going to have the darker... darker blocks towards the bottom. Let's get the funny thing is I might have to put like a builder's chest monster out here. To keep all my blocks organized. All right, cool. So let's just say like that's kind of the average size of one of our boulders. We don't have that much smooth basalt. Let me get some tough slabs. You were carrying 20 boats with chests, so you guess you could have jumped in one of those, but it was too late. They were too low. Oh no. Well, I mean, I feel like a happy gas with 20 boat chests attached to it is not going to be too hard to spot, hopefully. no. Okay, so I'm gonna have to deal with these guys, huh? I think this is like a chest plate type of situation that we're in. And I don't think they realize that I have a very nice trident here. The llama was slain by Liara, okay. Rough. A hydrate? Thank you so much for the hydrate space, y'all. If you have any drink emotes and you want to put them in the chat, now would be a good time to do so. I'm going to take a sip of my tea. Tiz says, love the new lead mechanics. Me too. So much fun leading everything together. Hope you get it all back again. I also love the new lead mechanics. It says Liara needs a certain chest-sized llama. Yeah. Poor llama. Do we need a special place for the llamas that get rejected? Well, I guess that's where they're going. So I want this island, yeah, I want this island to kind of look like it is a pile of rocks. Just ignore the llama deaths. What are you talking about? Hi, Jom. How are you? I missed your first chat. I did. It was a lovely hydrate emote. Thank you for the emote. Maybe there was another chat before that. Yes, votes with chat. No, wasn't you. That wasn't you. That was another red name with a J. Hello, hello. Yeah, so I want this to... I'm gonna try to make this look like it's like a bunch of rocks put together. Although it's looking very, square, but it does kind of look like boulders, so it's like square boulders. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. I should probably get some aqua affinity. Or maybe throughout the course of this process, we are going to kill enough drowns who are going to bring us a lovely Nautilus shell gift. The gift of the Nautilus shell. So once we get to like this level, maybe we can use regular stone too. Big shapes first. Yeah, big shapes first. I recently made a volcano. Made it a lot more blocky, which added visual interest. Ooh. Maybe I should get a boat too to like put over here. I mean, I like it. I kind of want mossy. We don't have mossy cobble, but I kind of want some mossy cobble. But we'll do that later. I feel like that's detail work that we can do later. I can even put in some like actual moss blocks maybe into there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we can continue with this. The only problem is I really like the black stone. But does that mean that we have to go to the Nether? I mean, best way to get... Well, we're just gonna have to deal with what we have. Because we're working with what we have. That's the idea of the starter house. Is we're working with what we got. So we have this many blocks. We're gonna put it at the front. So the front looks the best, right? This is my executive decision. You can try Deepslate. You're right. Okay, you're right. I'll use Deepslate as my budget blackstone. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, Aqua Affinity. Yeah, so we're gonna get enough Nautilus shells where we can breathe underwater using a conduit. You can find magma blocks at ruined portals. Oh, I have some magma blocks. I don't need magma, I need basalt. Or wait, are you saying so I can make a basalt generator? Ooh, wait, I could do a basalt generator, right? But I think I need blue ice, or I need some kind of ice, don't I? I need to like look, I would need to look up how to do that. But that's a good idea for getting basalt. Like I could put a little generator down underneath in our base of operations. All right, let me grab a little bit of Deepslate. I guess it'll be good to use it in some instances so we can get it out of our chests because we do have quite a bit. Okay, I need blue ice and lava. Now that I have Silk Touch again, we could... I think it'll be fine to use this. I do believe the other method of getting Blackstone is to trade with the piglins, if I'm not mistaken. So I think some kind of... You also get quartz from them. Potentially some kind of piglin bartering farm might be in our future. I want to be strategic about like what we invest time in as far as farms and stuff, and prioritize like what blocks are we really gonna need. I can make a pirate boat. That would be really cool. I've only built like one ship in my Minecraft career. I feel like it's a shame to cover up the clay, so I'm gonna take it because I love flower pots. What's up, Wildly? How are you? And soul soil. Yeah, I need soul soil too, which I do have soul soil. The only thing I don't have to do the basalt generator is the... Can I swim into here? Is there more? Alright, cool. Now I can breathe. I don't have the blue ice is the missing piece. Alright, now I won't be able to get out of here, will I? Yeah, I will. Alright, cool. I solved the puzzle. Okay. If only Bedrock had TNT dupers, build a basalt blast farm. Yeah, they don't have the same like TNT duper like they do in Java. The one with like the coral fans and stuff. I think it uses. I don't know. I'm not like, I'm no expert in that. Let me just cover that up with cobble. So we'll put a cobblestone boulder here. Light it up with a lantern. I think I filled it in enough, no? How's that? I feel like that's good. Let's get an andesite boulder. I think I'll put another cobble one over here. All right, wait, should we, I don't know. I don't know how much more I'm going to be like swimming in the water. So I don't know if going to invest in like a helmet right now is like a good use of time. I think we're just going to continue, but I will be getting a helmet. I don't even think I have one in my inventory. No. The only thing is that if I wear a helmet, then you really can't see my beautiful face as well, you know? And I feel like that's an issue. Oh, instead of the sword, I think I should keep the trident as my primary weapon in the water. I'm waiting for the thunderstorm because this has channeling on it, so... I want to feel the power. But also I'm afraid of the power because I don't want the lightning to like, say, kill the happy gas because it flew too close to the lightning. Ah, there's all this clay over here. Also, this is like a cool block to build with, like as a wall. Or just like use in general. Some skeletons wear aqua affinity helmets. They're leather, but I've unenchanted over 50 aqua affinity helmets in my skeleton farm. Oh, really? I could use one of those now. I just feel like clay is not one of those blocks that I really want to cover up. I'd rather take it. I'm even just gonna throw it in here for now, which is my valuables, because I don't know where else to put it at the moment. While we're down here, let's sleep through the night. Apparently no one else needs to sleep through the night. Or maybe we just beat everyone. Okay. So we do have this like piece of land that's like jutting out to here under the water, but we're not gonna worry about that. What's going on under here? Hello? Oh man, okay. Part of me wants to time like or look up how long the Minecraft player can breathe on or hold their breath without any kind of enchants. Because I feel like it seems somewhat similar to what like a regular person could hold their breath for. Because I feel like the average person can hold their breath for about like 30 seconds. Normally. I don't know, that's my estimation. I feel like if you can hold your breath for a minute, then that's doing pretty well. It's too short. I think it's too short for the game, but... I forget, does the totem of undying save you if you're drowning? Yeah, it'll save you, but then you'll... After it saves you though, you'll still be drowning, so... It'll buy you some time, but... You'll eventually drown. Still. It says my uncle is a free diver, so he can hold his breath for a ridiculous amount of time. Ooh, wait. How long? Do you know how long? By chance? Because I wonder, like, what's the limit that, like, the human body can really, like, be pushed to? And I feel like if someone is into, like, free diving, then it kind of gives you a little bit of a look into that answer. Maybe, essentially. 6 minutes, that is so long. Wait, that's crazy. Oh my gosh. I feel like the longest I ever... I remember when I was swimming a lot, I could hold my breath for like 90 seconds, and I thought that was really good. $24 is the record? Oh, okay. I feel like you have to go into some kind of alternate state of mind, frame of mind, to be able to achieve such a thing. Yo, what's up, Seabat? Technically, a human can remain under water indefinitely without breathing. No, we will not specify if the human body is alive or not. Ew. We're gonna turn out like one of these guys if that happens, though. Seabat, I don't want to be one of these guys. Didn't even bring a shell for us either. At least come with the gift. Oh, well, you did drop some copper. And his head, apparently, but we don't really want that. What are we gonna do with all these drown heads, you know? Sell them? Maybe someone will be in the market for them one day. We can make some money, but I'm not gonna put my investment strategy too much into drowned heads. Takes a lot of practice to hold your breath that long. I'm sure it does. Even when I'm just swimming, like I've been doing laps at the pool, and if I am like anxious or feeling rushed or any kind of like feeling like that, I can't hold my breath as long. But if I relax and I try to like chill out and I'm like try to remain calm, like then I can usually hold my breath for longer. Yo, what's up? It's Animal Girl. How are you? Thank you so much for the follow. Very honored. And I wave to you. If you're trained in that, you can store breath in your lungs and in your diaphragm. Have y'all ever heard of circular breathing, where you can like breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth at the same time? For singing, yeah. I think it's like an opera thing. Take a lot of deep breaths before you hold your breath. Completely oxygenate yourself, or it can be dangerous. Yeah. It's not actually good for you to hold your breath. Like, you're supposed to breathe. So everyone, stop holding your breath. Breathe, okay? Breathe. Everyone, breathe. Yeah, the circular breathing thing, I've heard about it as like in regards to like singing. I think I can put some andesite up there now. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Trident. Alright, cool. Trident versus Trident. Trident more. Okay, you're getting in my way. I missed. One second, Tiz. We'll breathe after the battle. I'm mid-battle. Trident battle. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, dude. We're both missing each other, okay? This needs to end. This ends now. When you can't aim, just melee. Just melee attack. Woo! Alright, well. Successful battle. And y'all, if you have a breathe emote, put it in the chat. Thank you for the breathe emote. Let's do this together, y'all. We're gonna take an inhale. And an exhale. Thank you for that. Damon says, I saw this thing called oxygen in a can. They're selling air, folks. No way. That's like a... Gotta be like a prank. If anything. Fascination says... Inspiratory. What does that mean? Oh, like holding... Is that like holding your breath? Something like that? Inspiratory? Not like respiratory? It's like a new word for me. But welcome to the chat. Thank you for your first time chat. It's important, but I also feel like there's so many times where at least I realize that like I'm holding my breath. I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been holding my breath for like a minute. Can you breathe? Let me breathe. Inhale, now hold your breath for 6 minutes, let it out. Doesn't that feel better? Yeah, maybe we can like practice that or exercise that muscle, but not to a degree that's dangerous. Now I don't like the blackstone. Now I think we should turn the blackstone into Deepslate. Right? Or should we leave it? Maybe let's leave it for now. We can always... Blackstone too dark unless you're trying to mimic a tunnel. Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's what I was thinking too. Thank you for confirming. Dang you, Deepslate. You replace everything. Blackstone only had its days for like a little bit. I remember when Blackstone was like the hot new block, right? Then Deepslate comes along, it's everywhere. It's in all of your chests. It gets in everything. And you can't get away from it. Anyways, I don't know why I'm beefing with it right now, but I am. I know it's like a widely enjoyed block, so... Without enchants, you can hold your breath for 15 seconds in Minecraft when the average person can hold their breath for 30 to 90 seconds. 15 seconds is way too low. But also, maybe they are considering how time works in Minecraft. I don't know. Time is really weird in Minecraft. Because everything takes forever, but also a day is only like 8 minutes, so... Kind of weird. Which means that things take even longer in Minecraft days. It says you're so right, takes a lot of practice and preferably with someone to instruct you. True. Infested, mossy, cracked, blackstone, brick, trapdoor. Okay. That sounds like that's like a suggested password or something. Or like your Wi-Fi password. With the silent trim? With the silent trim, netherite, of course. I mean, what else are you making your trims out of? If it's not netherite, then... At least your air bubbles do replenish, like, pretty quickly. If anything, if we do have any kind of saving grace in this world, in this matter. That's your secret rock band, the infested, mossy, cracked, blackstone, brick trapdoor. Have you tried the waxed weathered version? Have you heard of the waxed weathered netherite? Okay, maybe we put some tuff here. We're gonna have to get some more. So I want to bring the stones up to the grass, but not completely cover up the grass. But just kind of make it look like we've piled up some rocks against the island to give it a nice foundation for the cottage that we're going to put on top. Diaphragmatic and pursed lip breathing are the most common strategies. Fascination uses to teach your patience. Helps prevent pneumonia too. Ooh, that's good to know. Y'all, guess what? It's our favorite song on the radio right now. I was never serious about training super long distance underwater, says Tiz, but with fins I can swim an Olympic pool underwater, but I don't know how much time that is. Olympic pool is like 50 meters, right? Have you heard of oxidized obsidian vertical slab? No. I have yet to encounter that. Oh no. Oh no. I can't believe we still have no nautilus shells from all these drowned. No one's even holding one. Back in my day, drowns used to hold nautilus shells more frequently, and they would give them to me. I don't know if like my cousins did something to the drowns, but I feel like they just don't want to give us any shells at the moment. Google says 50 meters, approximately 164 feet long for a Olympic pool. Okay, so I was right. Yay! Fascination says, it stinks when someone is admitted for one thing and contracts something even worse. Oof. That's why I have heard, though, that like hospitals are really not a good place to be. Because, yeah, you might get sick. Okay, I want to put the blackstone back down. And I think we've done a fair amount of bouldering, but maybe we need a little bit more before we can say that we're done. I want to put a little bit more deep slate here. Why do you fish while you wait for the drowns? Wait, what? Oh, why don't I fish for the nautilus shells? Oh, I could. But see, our primary objective at the moment is to build the starter house. And so the getting of the nautilus shells is more of like a secondary thing. That would be awesome if it happens. And it's also something that, yeah, I just keep talking about because I'm just surprised that no one has brought me a shell yet. I really thought I would get one by now. And I'm trying not to get offended. Give a world tour anywhere so I can get myself up to speed. Okay, so Fascination, welcome. Amazing to have you. We are playing on Truly Bedrock, which is a server of other content creators. And this world started about a month ago. So it's a brand new world. We are on a kind of like survival island-ish base or map. So over here is the shopping district. Spawn is gonna be... Did it change? Wait. Spawn is right over here. Right here. That is the hotel. This is like the starter village. That's our nether portal. It's being constructed right now. Or it's in construction. Under construction. And then we are on this little island. I don't know what happened. I think we got hit by the ghast. But the ghast made our elytra deactivate, which was weird. But yeah, we're on this little island and we're going to be building towards the ocean, in the ocean this way. Thank you for the TB command. I can bring you a shell, just not the right server. Okay. Yeah, if you want to bring me shells on Phantom SMP, then feel free. Do you have shells, sir? Hello? Not even the Wandering Trader has shells for me. I think some... Wait, do they even give me shells? I think sometimes they do, right? I think sometimes they do give you shells. That was a little preliminary world tour. Okay, let's put a couple boulders over here. And we also took out all of this clay, so we kind of need to fill in this area anyway. You have like one shell to your name and you want to save it for your own, keep it. Keep your shell for yourself. Make yourself a conduit, get a treasure chest. I want to put more tuff down here. We're on the slab. We're down to slabs at the moment. We have more downstairs, but it just... Okay, that was it. That was it. Okay, so what are we gonna grab? I think we need more cobble. Oh no, I have tuff right here. Haha, never mind. I keep thinking we have to go downstairs, and then I'm like, not actually having to go down there right now. It's my pleasure to show off a little bit more of the world. It does help me as well feel a little bit more like I have a sense of things if I have a little bit of a understanding of the world as well, so I understand completely. Cool. So now with that, given that, I think I could do a little bit of regular stone here. You stocked up on everything the watering trader buys from you, the water bucket and the milk bucket. He gives you 2 emeralds each. So the reason that's important is because a toolsmith will trade 4 iron for 1 emerald. So I can get max of 4 emeralds for only using 6 iron. Yeah, but like if you do the zombie and curing method too, you can get the toolsmiths to give you an emerald for 1 iron. So you could also do that. But I do think it's smart to have the things that the wandering trader is gonna buy from you, like, handy. I do like that. Alright, so now this time for real, I do... we are gonna go down and get some more stiff. Drop off some blocks. Alright, so let's see. Aha! I did wanna... This is like a... I don't have any of the chests labeled, so it's kind of just off of my memory of where everything goes in here. We didn't use any of the smooth basalt, but I think it's gonna be too dark. And I still kill the trader on site, says his habits die hard. Denise, hello, how are you? Hope you're doing amazing. It's amazing to see you. Y'all, I have to take like a 1 to 2 minute break real quick, and then we are going to start constructing the actual house. But I just need a 2-minute break. And I'll be right back. All right. We are back. We are back. Thank you so much for hanging in there while we took a quick break. I do appreciate it. That's Bandito, Denise. The llama. That's Bandito. Wolf King, thank you so much for the follow. Very honored by that. And I wave to you. Welcome. That is, yeah. That tent, that scene is a scene on Phantom SMP. Oh wow, whole plot happened. Alright, so what do we need for the beginning here? Maybe it's time for us to grab some wood. Remember to turn down the music a bit. There we go. Oh, speaking of turning down the music. Oh my gosh. It says, Denise, Phantom was invited to Truly Bedrock, which is where he is playing today. Yes, I am playing on Truly Bedrock today, Denise. I'm not playing on Phantom SMP today. That's why, you know, I'm not in my house. I'm not in my house, but we're gonna build a house. We're about to build a house, so it's gonna be good, hopefully. Wish I could join the world again, but after my phone was resetted to be fixed, I lost lots of stuff. Oh no! Well, if you ever want to join Phantom SMP again, you're welcome to me. Anytime, let me know. Combi with the epic sax. Thank you for that, Combi. You're amazing. And Fascination, thank you so much for the follow. I'm very honored by that. And I wave to you. No, turn it up. Phantom left us for the cool kids, says Seabat. I'm right here with you. Thank you for being here with me. He thought we were too nerdy with our D&D. Hey, I was hanging out with you yesterday. We were talking about D&D. What'd you talk about? That was yesterday, right? What are days anyway? Days are confusing and time is confusing. Cobble, and I probably want gravel. Why not? I probably want granite. I probably want this. I'm grabbing one of everything. And then we'll see what we need more of. And I am gonna get a builder's chest monster going. The little one, just a baby. I don't know. Well, actually, it's just a double chest, so that can't be a chest monster. That can't be a chest monster if it's just one. If it's just double chest. If it was two chests placed weirdly next to each other, then it could be a chest. Okay, I'm gonna. Like, if it was like this, I feel like this. Chest monster. Baby chest monster. Okay. This. Just double chest, though. This is fine. Denise, don't listen to them. They don't know what to talk about. Yeah, yesterday was just me, Elle, and Micmac rambling while you hung out. Hey, I started talking too. I feel like being a person who is listening to the being the person who is listening in the conversation is just as important as the person who's talking, right? Am I right? Okay, 1 second. I'm looking at a photo real quick. My inspiration photo. Okay. So over here, we're gonna have it doesn't have to be even. I'm I'm like loving it already. Like I like the stones that we did. It's when you justify the 5th and the 11th chest, you know you have a monster. Right? Once we get there, then that'll be undeniable. Okay. So this is gonna be... Okay, now we need a little bit of slabs. And also I think that we're gonna stick to spruce for the lower part. So the lower part of the build, I was thinking we would use spruce, and then as it went up, we would transition into oak, is one of my thoughts. I think I'm gonna run into issues though. The same issue that I would always run into is to try to build it and detail it at the same time as plan it, which doesn't really work when you try to do both at the same time. So I think I need to take a step back and go back to working on shape real quick. And then once we have that, then I can put all the blocks together. Remember to question, I wanted to ask people in chat for a dystopian sci-fi setting. What districts do you think would be cool to have in a dystopian sci-fi setting? Denise says, ooh, oh, maybe each district is a talent. One for potion making, another for weapon crafting, that sort of thing. Ooh, that's a good idea. Differ with the first time chat. Welcome to the chat. It has to be a neighborhood with wild robots that refuse to obey humans but live cooperatively together. That's kind of cute. I like that. What are we going to use as our shape block? I think we should use wool, since we have copious amounts at the moment, and it's color-coded. It's color-coded and it won't confuse us. Oops, I got disconnected from the server. Robots do exist and have free sentience, though I don't think the government would allow that much freedom, but that's why it's perfect, because it's an enclave that is operating beyond the government's permission. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. Okay. What color should we use? This will stand out. Maybe green and... magenta. Are these gonna look crazy together? Why not green and pink? And by green, I mean lime. You would marry a robot? Just any robot? Or you have to get to know the robot first? Alright, so let's say... the house is gonna be... Okay, so this is gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We're gonna want to move this way a little bit more, I think, because we can't interrupt the lift weed. This is one of the things that's gonna, like, we have to build the house on this side of the lift weed because we can't mess with this. This is like the whole reason that we're basing here. In Phantom, obviously, there's romance in the marriage. Okay, okay, so you're gonna get to know the robot first. Got it. So I think the farthest over we'd have to leave at least a block. There. This is gonna make the bubble column weird. So I feel like we would have to do this. This will be fine. And if we have to move this over by a block or something, then that's not going to be a big deal. Can we secretly move the plant? I think we can. Like, but... Let's see, I could get some... Let me just get a little bit more grass for a second. Yeah, when you just prune a little bit. I don't have my elytra on, that's why I didn't fly. We have plenty of space though. Because we're going more tall than, but we do need a decent like footprint here, so. But yeah, we could like move it forward. Gaslight them into thinking the plant was always there. I mean, it's not really that big of a change, but I do think we should move it forward by a block. So just remove it in general right now and then worry about where to place it after the facts, I'm kind of thinking. But also like this needs to... No, I think we just... I think the only thing we can really do is move it forward by one. Realistically, I don't think putting it down here would really make sense unless we lifted up the land again. Which we could do. Let me get a little bit more dirt then. For that, and I'll grab... I don't know if I have a hoe. I do. Okay, that's going in there, that's going in... I can't fit in there right now. Plant it in a little greenhouse, like on your roof. I won't accidentally land on it while I'm building. I don't think it'll break off. I don't think those things pop off if you... Does it? Is it like a crop? I don't think it pops off if you land on it. But even if it does, I would be able to replant it easily enough. Did I test like jumping on it? Oh, it does pop off. Okay, good to know. The weed was destroyed, the lore. No, it wasn't. None of this is happening in the lore right now. Like me talking to you and the wool being like, you know what I mean? Don't worry. I'm gonna move the sign too, but the sign was always... Well, the sign's gonna have to move anyway. The sign has to move. Whose island is this? It's Phantom Island! People still know, don't worry. What do you mean? We are very much canon to being the voices in my head. Oh, okay, is that what it is? So wait, are you the Oracle all along? Are you the llama? You guys don't know what I'm talking about. I'm referring to the lore that was set by my second episode of Truly Bedrock on YouTube, where we listened to the voices in our head. Lux with nothing for 25,000 channel points. Oh, I shouldn't have said anything because nothing's supposed to happen. Oops. But Lux, hello, how are you? If it's a Phantom Island, does it really exist? Ooh, that's a good question, Zug. I don't know, this could all be a figment of our imagination. Oops. I think it's elytra time. It seems the drowns have left us alone, but I'm just saying that now. And as soon as I switch to the elytra, I'm sure they'll start attacking us. Finally got the spider that's been running around scaring me all week. Oh, nice. Hide llama costume in the closet. Totally not the Oracle, says Seabat. Okay. The funny thing is, like, I feel like I need a viewing platform. Footprint's not bad, although we are going to extend it further in this direction. Well, he is flat now, says Lux in regards to the spider. Maybe having like a corner chopped off will give it some interest. You know, whenever you want to add interest to a build, just chop a corner off. What I say. Pick up my wool. Alright, so this is gonna be not even, I don't think, the part that I'm gonna be living in, but we'll see. I'm gonna do 5 block pillars on the corners to get an idea of height. And it'll give us a better idea of like how big this thing will be if we continue with the current scale that we're doing it at. And I totally did a different amount of blocks here, but that's fine. It's still gonna give us the visual representation that we're looking for. It just says, I'm back. Sorry, my boyfriend called me. No worries. Welcome back. Okay. Let me just perch myself over here. Lux wants a hydrate. Nice. Give me one moment. Hope to see you guys one day again. Says Denise. Denise, take care of yourself. And somehow find my way back to the Phantom Zone. It's always amazing to have you here. You're gonna head out. He's calling for more misfortune on my end. Oh no. Denise, take care. While we're here, let us hydrate. Y'all, let's see those drink emotes. I'm gonna take a sip of my English breakfast tea that I'm drinking right now. Oh my goodness, Jay Kasky, how's it going? Amazing to see you. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my goodness. Welcome in, everyone. Joe, thank you for the drink emotes. Appreciate you. Same, because I used to get them every day, says Ninja. Are you talking about migraines? Jay Kasky, how was your stream? I really appreciate you. If we are just meeting for the first time, hello everyone, my name is PhantomLimb and we are playing on Truly Bedrock today. I'm building my starter home and it's not going to be made out of wool. We're just doing a shape test. I'm going to go stand on one of Brit's trees over here and look at it from the other side. My shadow on the ground is crazy. I hope you had a great stream, Jake Kasky. Y'all make sure we go show all the love over to Jake Kasky and leave a follow. Say hello next time he's live. What were you up to on stream today? Also, if you need to raid and run and take care of yourself, I totally get it. Ninja says yes. I hear ya. Okay, so from this side it doesn't look bad. I think though I want to push it more this way towards the setting sun apparently. Okay, my shears are right here. Game was good playing FTB Skies 2 mod. Nice. We're just using the pink wool to give us a visual representation of the shape that we're going to go for, but I'm just going to start over because this has given me a good idea of what we're going to do, and I think it would be better just to undo and redo with our new knowledge of the situation. Okay, so this is going to have some wood, maybe going like this many blocks. There. So the house would start here. Last time I raided you, I think you were building a giant purple egg 2 years ago, LOL. Oh yes, the great end egg. I built a couple eggs in my day. But yeah, 2 years ago. Oh my goodness. Where has the time gone? Yo, what's up, Micmac? How are you? Alright, so I almost think the front of the house can be like, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And it'll go by 1, say 2. Right, and that'll be a 3 block total on this line, which will be good. And I think I want to move out to here. This would give us 4 blocks to work with. The duck with a hat, how are you? You just found the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing mighty fine. McMac says sick. Oh, so sick? What's sick? Wait, are you sick? Tell me you're not sick, McMac. Is chat working? Chat is hopefully working. What are you working on this time around? At the moment, I am working on my starter home on my little island here. So I'm placing down some wool to get an idea of our shape that we're going for. So right now I'm just gonna do 5-ish blocks on these corners again. To get a shape idea for the base. And then we're gonna fly over here. Take a look. A duck with a hat, says Seabat. Where have I heard that before? Sorry, not a reference everyone would get. There's a duck in a D&D. In D&D. Always D&D, right? Okay, where's that trident guy coming from? We're about to have a trident battle. Didn't even give me his trident. To be fair though, I didn't cast a disarming spell. I forgot to say Expelliarmus, but it's fine. Any Harry Potter fans? No, Agent drowned. Wait, did you send that drowned to attack me, Seabat? How could you? Secret agent. Right, this is gonna be a cute house. Okay. It seems like a good level, I want to say. Okay, so we're gonna build this across. We'll build the shape up here. Who knows what... I don't know what that is. I'm afraid to say it. Or try to say it. You love Harry Potter? Lovely, lovely. Incognito Ninja says, if it as a Bogart, then would a wand drop? Ooh, that's true. Nice to see you, Incognito Ninja. I enjoy the concept though, I dislike Harry Potter. We don't need to go there, Seabat. Gobbledy? What is it? What is it, Duck? Whoa, that's a big number. Let's go. Micmac's got a 65 stream streak going at the moment. That's crazy, Micmac. Thank you so much for 65 stream streak. Incredible. Okay. So, plot twist is I want to move the base of this in by a block. So it's going to be a little bit narrower on the bottom. Language from Harry Potter? Is it really? Wait, I don't remember that. I know Parcel Tongue. I won't speak it though, it's kind of scary. There's like a whirlpool there or something because the drowns are always spinning like crazy in that one particular spot. Have I seen Mumbo Jumbo's Ghast parking? No. But if you want to post a link to a video I should watch on the Discord, like feel free, I'll watch it. Check it out after the stream. Oh, it's the goblin language? Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so I'm gonna do like a combination of cobble and diorite, I think. Or no, gravel's too light. Maybe tough and tough diorite and cobble. Oh, the trolls use it. Oh, goblins asterisk. So I think it was corrected to corrected to goblins with the asterisks. What I'm trying to say. Okay, one second. I'm gonna try with all cobble and then we'll texture. Griff, hello! Amazing to have you here. But yeah, I think that if phantoms were in Harry Potter, there would definitely be like a phantom language. For sure. You know it. You learned from Hogwarts Legacy? Oh. And confirm. Nice, nice. Duck with a hat. Thank you so much for the follow. Very honored by that. And I wave to you. Yeah, so we're gonna see what this is like. Everything is changeable. If we don't like it, we can fix it. Just the ghost type, that's true. Gron, how are you? Gron says, hope you are well and that you have an amazing day. Hope you have an amazing day, Gron. Appreciate the kind words. Did you see my redeems? You looked away for a moment. I did see them. Thank you so much for the reminder. Y'all, if you have any breathe emotes and you might have been holding your breath. I don't know. But we're gonna take an inhale. an exhale. Thank you for that. And to hydrate. This time I'm drinking some seltzer. Thought it was gonna make more of a sound when I opened it, but it's not. I'm drinking directly from a 2-liter bottle right now. Just so you know. Lemon lime seltzer. We need more cobble. We need a little bit more cobble in our lives. There's probably some in our builder's chest, but it's fine. You can also come down here. That is not a problem. You wave back. Hey. You have to leave. Bye, McMac. Take care of yourself. Keeping the streak alive. 65 streams. Thank you. Life is cobble. Life is like a block of cobble. How are we going to turn this into the analogy now? Where are we going with this? I think it could look cool if we start off narrow and then wider. So we might change the flatness of that. It's intrinsic. Oh no, it disconnected again. Life is like a block of cobble, can be made into many different things. Okay, okay, I see where you're going with that. You take what you get and you turn it into honesty and promise me you're never gonna find me. Fake it. No, no, no. Because why'd you have to go and make things so... Any Avril Lavigne fans present? Do you play on Bedrock? We are playing on Bedrock at the moment, yes. Karaoke stream when? Oh yeah, you did suggest that, didn't you? How are we gonna do a karaoke night? You know, we'll have to figure that out. Okay, so I want to break some of this down to add a little bit more depth to the wall. You should friend me so we can play sometime and do a double stream. I usually wait a little bit before I friend or request anyone. You know, get to know each other a little bit better first. I'm gonna fall down. No! Oh, I didn't put a... There's no safety trapdoor on the drop chute. But thankfully there is a safety source of water at the bottom at least. So that's a good thing. Okay, so we're gonna also smooth it out by adding in stairs and whatnot. And let me texture it now. Do you need something while you're down there? Not the SMP Phantom's on right now, but if you want to join, there is a process. Thank you for the SMP command, Seabat. You need something while you're down there. Oh, down, too late now. I read that message too late while I was down in the drop. Shoot. No, do I need anything? Probably. Probably could have grabbed something. Oh, not there. I'm gonna make a diagonal line. These blocks. All of our blocks are precious. And we do not want to leave any behind. This side looks a little bit weird. I think it's partly because we're kind of giving like cave here. I'm not sure exactly how to fix that at this point in time. So I have a fan SMP. That is the... I don't know if you'd call it like a fan SMP, but I guess that would be the equivalent. Would be Phantom SMP. In order to join Phantom SMP, it is free to join, but you have to apply through our Discord server. Yeah, we'd love to have you over there. If you want to be part of the community even when we aren't live, join our Discord. Do this wall. This wall is still flat. Put in with the cobble. I'm trying to put a little bit of the darker blocks towards the bottom and trying to incorporate a little bit of diorite while we can down here, but the top part is going to be a lot more diorite, so... But I think if we give a little indications of it down here, it'll help. In the general scheme of the build. Want a little platform to build on so I'm not just bobbing in the water there. So let's place down a little bit of dirt to stand on. Put a tough block in here. Maybe that's like a shadow or something there. What I'm thinking. You know what I was thinking too? We probably have to light this up because we didn't really torch this, did we? Last thing I want is a creeper. I can handle the drowns, I guess. Speaking of, look, he's caught in the whirlpool. Caught in the whirlpool again. Definitely a whirlpool there. Like the Bermuda Triangle or something right there. Alright, the only thing is I need an entrance to the base. So we're gonna keep that as like a door. Maybe I should put a little door there. Julie, how are you? Welcome to the chat. We're just working on a little house here. I think I have too much wool. Problem. Okay, it feels a little bit better now. Would you like some more rotten flesh? The zombie's like a cannibal or something. I don't even know. I don't need to light it up. Let the creeper inspector say hi. We do not let the creeper inspector say hi. Okay. Y'all, it is about that time for us to run our prediction. And if anyone does not know what our prediction is, we are going to pillar up on our stack of crafting tables, and then we will attempt to land on a single block using our elytra, and you will be able to put your channel points on the line whether or not you think we will be able to land on a single block. Let me just get this started. Will you be on team We Believe or team number 2? That is the question. Well, the real question is, will I land on the block? But the other part of the question is, you know, what I just said. So we'll have some time to vote. And the prediction is live. Okay, so what am I getting here? I think I want more diorite. Okay, it's gonna be. We do have a little bit of calcite too when it comes to texturing. Oh no, did we do something here? Are we gonna drown? Are we killing ourselves? Oh no, we're not killing ourselves, but we almost did. Okay, so I need to keep that open so that we can get out. That's important. I don't want to die in that drop chute ever again. I've already suffered enough in there. Like, we suffered a lot. We've died many times, probably like 5 times in there. Okay, so I think we're going to make this a line of diorite, at least for right now. We should have slept while we were down there. That's what I forgot to do. I would like to get up there. I think that's going to be easier than trying to do it from down below. Alright, that was a smooth landing. So hopefully, you know, let that influence your prediction voting. We are perfectly fine at the elytra. We have one fish. We're about to eat it. And that's it. We have no more food. Just kidding. We have a food bundle. Don't panic. Everything's fine. Although we are running kind of low on food. We're going to have to get our cow population increasing. It is starting to snowball though, thankfully. It's a little bit slower going when you only have 2. And then you gotta wait for that one baby to grow up, and then you only got 3 cows, so still only 2 can breed at the same time. But then once you get the 4, once you get 4 cows, then things really start to take off from there, you know? Okay, so on here, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's perfect. And then, so we can make this kind of like a building. Like this will be a square. This will be a square, okay? Bear with me, bear with me. We could purposely do something that's gonna be slightly annoying and make it this like, well, a weird corner. We want our lives to be a little bit complicated, but I think it will make the build, always makes the build kind of interesting when you give yourself like little weird spots to work around. I don't know. That's my theory right now. Okay. This would have, this would be like one building. Let's pick up our blocks. We're really gonna go the whole stream without one drown holding a shell. Can't believe it. Checking in on the prediction, we currently have 3,000 channel points that we will land on a single block versus 500. Which means whoever's on team number 2, if I miss, they're gonna get a lot of channel points. I know, team number 2 is a little weak today, looking like. Weak like my aim, almost as weak as my aim. I ended up having to scratch them. Look at our beautiful conglomeration at the moment. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna bring the pink in again. Okay, now let's just say... This one would have a roof. Okay, I don't really know what this roof shape is going to look like, but well, does it look good? Okay, it's kind of cute, right? That's cute. Okay, okay, okay. Like where this is going. I mean, the roof isn't going to be pink, but we're just going for shape right here. Bedtime, you gotta go. Bye, Doug. Take care of yourself. Thanks so much for hanging out. Good to see you again. What's our Y level here? 72. Yeah, so we do need to add another one. Where it's gonna get a little tricky is like right here. But I think the plan is gonna be just pretend that this part is the same. Something weird there. Okay, right? That's nice. We're going to like, it's gonna be smooth, and also we can I can land here. Okay, we're going to do that. It kind of like pulls it out a little bit more. We could do it on the other side. This Ghast is like in our view though, so I probably shouldn't have put the Ghast right here. Fine. Because now we can move all of our animals with one movement of our hand. You guys, we just need you to be like over here. Okay. And how about you two? You've been stuck on that shore. How about you try out this one now? Okay. Next step is I do want to now get our other color of wool, so let's go get the lime. Sniff a new patch of grass. Yeah, you really like sniffed all that grass a lot, so you gotta get some green pastures now, greener pastures. There's a lot of snot on those that part of the grass. We are extending our nature box into the food box at the moment. Okay, let's get the green wool. Yo, what's up, Zach? You been busy? I've been so busy. I'm like all organized. And I got cows. And I've organized all of my wool. We still haven't finished the mob farm, but it's fine. We've been doing stuff. We have like kind of enchants on our gear and whatnot. It's a beautiful thing. It really is. Thank you for the shout out to Zach. Zach is the one who brought us this beautiful zombie. Does look nice though. I'm trying to think. The question is, the liftweed expected to grow into like a large beanstalk? Sorry for asking spoiler type questions, says Seabat, though. If it is, or something different but a similar vine, it might be wise to double check, make sure the roof shape. You're right. Not to worry though. Not to worry. It will not impede on Liftweed's ability to do what it needs to do. Not sure you need a mob farm with a great neighbor like me. Hey, I mean, you do bring up a good point, you know. You do bring up a good point, but sometimes it's nice to have your own sugar instead of having to run over to your neighbor all the time and ask them for a cup of sugar. You know what I mean? But since our mob farm is not built up yet, you know, good to have a good neighbor. Okay, so now this part. Okay, I'm gonna check out something crazy, but we need to check out something crazy to see. This is for our eyes. What's up, Fizz? How are you? We need to go taller. If anyone wants to put some of their channel points into the prediction is whether or not I can land on a single block using my elytra. So if you want to get in on the action, we currently have 3,000 something. 3,000 even channel points on Team We Believe against 550 on team number 2. Which means team number 2 could get a nice payout if I miss. Just saying. I think we need to go taller than the roofs here. Okay, we still haven't gone taller than the lightning rod, which is good. Pretty sure this is the spot I want to be at. Seabat says if you vote against, you get a free hand fan. Yeah, Seabat's passing out hand fans. Number 2. I saw a couple people today with hand fans because it was so hot. So when I was on the train, there was a few people. It kind of made me want one. I just feel like you look cool when you have a hand fan, you know? And you get to like flick it open. Yeah, so we're just using the wool to kind of visualize the plan. Fizz, thank you so much for the follow. Very honored by that. And I wave to you. Today was the coolest it's been, says Seabat. I didn't have to close my windows today because the high was 73. That is cool. It was like over 100 degrees here today. Or that's what the feels like was. It was like, feels like 100. Okay, we're gonna sleep to get rid of the night and the rain. Because I'm sick of the rain. Get it out of here. See Seabats being very conservative over there on team number 2 when it comes to the points. Barbecue phantom wings, no! Plus, when it comes to wings, I mean, buffalo is the best. Right? Buffalo wings? Alright, so now we're gonna do the roof here. I think the roof here is gonna be more A-frame, or I don't know if that's the right word. I need to learn like structural, architectural words. I'm gonna try to... I'm gonna see what a 2-block diagonal roof will look like. It might be too steep. I have a feeling this is gonna be too steep. I'm not sure exactly where the center is, but let's just see if we're going into too steep territory, because we are getting pretty tall here. Like, I think that this green section, we need to bring it down by like a couple blocks. Otherwise, it's gonna make... It already is making the other part of the build look way too small. It's like dwarfing it, so... Okay. Our poor shears are about to break. Cayman says, so I've been thinking about the slowest you can walk in Minecraft, and I found out that if you crouch on soul sand while walking forward through a cobweb, as you're looking in a spyglass, it's the slowest I was able to get. I really like that challenge. That's amazing. And what a beautiful combination of things. Yeah, so we're gonna go down by 2 blocks. Yeah, what if you walk backwards? I was gonna say, what about rowing backwards in a boat? That's gotta be one of the lowest things you can do, but that's also not walking, so I feel like that would be disqualified. Going down to this level, is it still above here? I want it to be above here. Okay, it is by 1 block. I think I want a 2-block brace. I thought that these were gonna break by now, but they didn't. Oh, there we go. Speaking of breaking. Maybe we need to keep it as... Okay, so now we're gonna do, instead of 2 blocks the whole time, we're gonna do a 2 and a 1 roof, where we do up by 2 and then up by 1. And it's gonna make it a little bit less steep, but hopefully still steep enough. Yeah, but it's off center, which is fine, which is fine. We just have to bring it back a little bit. You can think of slowness potions. Isn't there also like the Turtle Master makes you slow? I think. I don't know if you can give yourself slowness and Turtle Master at the same time. Yeah. Little did we know that we have yet to scratch the surface of how slow we can actually go in Minecraft. Now also, you need to have the similar challenge where you try to go as fast as possible. Okay, so we started off on a 2 and then moved into the 1. I did that on purpose because I wanted to start off a little bit steeper than on the 1 block, but we'll see if that turns out okay for us in the end. Because then it ends on a 1 block instead of a 2. Let's count how many blocks across this part is or would be. He says, the funny thing I've ever seen on Minecraft is my brother wanted to host a realm and he activated cheats and gave us haste 3. I had a stone pickaxe mining away like no business. It was the weirdest experience ever. That's kind of funny. I'm sure it broke in like 2 seconds too. I don't think you can break that many blocks with a stone pick. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's 9 across, which is not bad. But to add even more layers to this, I do want to move this over by 2. Oh my goodness. Buildings live. Hey, how's it going? Thank you so much for the raid. Oh my goodness, welcome in everyone. Rats, thank you for coming in with the raid. We have KZPar as well with the raid. Welcome in. If we're just meeting for the first time, my name is PhantomLimb and we are playing on Truly Bedrock today, working on our plans for our starter house. Thank you so much for the raid. I hope you had a great stream. What did you get up to? Buildings couldn't say bye on stream because you timed me out. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I'm confused. Buildings. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? Thank you so much to KZPar. Thank you for the follow. Very honored. And I wave to you. And Building, thank you for the follow. Very honored by that. And I wave to you. I will return the favor, y'all. Make sure you're following Building so you can check them out next time they are live and say hello. Bed Wars is quite an annoying game nowadays, in your opinion? Oh, I get it. I get it. On their stream. Makes sense, right? I was confused for a second. Raiders follow. Good job. Rat, thank you for the follow. Very honored by that. And I wave to you. So you guys were doing Bed Wars? That's cool. We do have a prediction going on if anyone wants to use some of their brand new channel points from following on that. The prediction is whether or not we can land on a single block using our elytra. So if you think that we will be able to land on it, you can vote on team number 1. If not, team number 2. Right now, you'll get more points if I miss, if you're on team number 2, for what that's worth. Hey, it's, thank you so much for the follow. Very honored by that, and I wave to you. Yeah, I'm just playing with wool. Gonna move this over by 2 blocks. And I broke my shears, but we do have a couple more pieces of iron in our bundle, so I can just go a little something like this, and we're back in business. Easy. Bedtime for me. Good night. Good night, Rat. Take care of yourself. Thank you for coming in on the raid. So we're gonna pillar up and then break as we go, and then we'll fix the roof outline. Yeah, we are playing on Truly Bedrock. We have been in this world for a little over a month, I would say, or has it been a month exactly? I forget. Just about a month. So we've just gotten to the point where I feel like I can actually build something. So here we are. Here we are building something. We're planning something. We just got some decent enchants on our gear. And armor and... that didn't stop me from dying like multiple times yesterday and needing to be saved, but that was a whole nother thing. All right, let's see. I think this is gonna be better for us. Right, yes, and then it's not as wide either. It feels better, it feels narrower. So that's cool. And I want to bring this part of the roof out by those 2 blocks too, because it's kind of bothering me that it's not symmetrical at the moment. Making my eye twitch. Okay, but we're gonna pop down here for a second and sleep through the night. And that's the wrong way. So the strategy there is you got to jump on the trapdoor and then you can jump out. Okay, yes. So roof fixing. Dirt still best scaffolding block? I don't know. We need to get a little moss farm up and running so we can build with moss and we can scaffold with moss because yeah. Moss is where it's at. If I only had a gas to reach that spot. I know, but the thing is the gas is gonna... That's true. Should I get on the gas? Let me get on this guy. I'm not even using this whole new feature. Wait. Good. That's like my easiest way to get the... Oh no! Wait, it took the harness off. No! Come back! No! Not the harness. You need to get your work uniform back on. Alright, here we go, here we go. Y'all, we're in business, don't worry. If only the gas was designed for building like this. Oh, wait. True, huh? I need haste on this ghast. Why is this taking forever to mine? Oops. Not again. Okay, shears plus the ghast dangerous. Like, oh yeah, no shifting. Shifting on ghast is bad. Stop trying to undress my ghast. I can see where this would take a little bit of practice. Well, maybe it can like fly around, right? And then when I need it, I just go like this and then I can hop on it or something. Maybe that's like the strategy. I don't know. I guess I need to figure out what my relationship is to these ghasts while I'm building. Standing on it, I can mine at normal speed. Okay. Okay, cool. So here I've given myself 2 blocks. Give myself 2 blocks here. Would be impossible because it would make this like a 2-block wall and that's not gonna work. Takes a minute to get into a rhythm. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm gonna practice off stream. think it's here. I think it is here that we will be. Yes. Okay, and then to do the roof, we go up by 2, and then we're going up by 1, and then we're just kind of repeating that until we get to the center. Here, we can go down here and do the same. Okay, I think even still, I might bring it down a little bit more. But I'm not, I like how I like that I brought it in a little bit so that it's a little bit like thinner. But I do think I need to drop it like 2 blocks down. Not the roof, but the walls, like the sides. I think that'll help it. For sure. But it is time for us to see if I can land on a single block using my elytra. So if you have any wobble emotes, if you have any hand fan emotes or team we believe signs, let's see them in the chat because we're gonna see just how wobbly this crafting table pillar is. Seabed's got the hand fans, Tiz got the signs, Emmy's got the signs. And the wobbles. We got the Ghast as our cheerleader. Incognito Ninja has a sign. Blooming, thank you so much for the follow. Very honored by that. Can I wave to you? I can see my house from here. Well, it's almost my house. I can see the outline of my house from here. Yo, we're really tall. I like the shadow we're casting. A long shadow. Right. Compose myself. Will we be able to land on this block? We're about to find out. Here we go. Made it look easy, if I do say so myself. We need to get the Dispenser of Doom going. The Dispenser of Doom determines what will go on top of the crafting table pillar, which could be a wall or a fence or also a crafting table. So it kind of raises the stakes a little bit. But GG to team, we believe we did it. We landed on the block. Give me your points, Seabat, says Tiz. Thank you so much to everyone who participated in the prediction. Always a good time. I wish it was more points to give to Team We Believe, but, you know, all the points, any points are good points, right? Especially if they're Seabat's points, then they're extra good. But my friends, this is just about all the time that I do have to be streaming for today. But I do want to thank you all so much for joining me. We are going to continue to work on our house here. But for now, we will find someone here on the internet to say hello to. So if you want to stick around for the raid, copy the raid messages. Let's see who is streaming. Well, I think we are going to say hello to Puka, who is live at the moment. So let me just set this up. Yes, we will be raiding Puka. So copy the raid message if you want to participate. We will be streaming again on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on your time zone. Our schedule on Twitch is up to date if you want to reference that. I also post all of the information on our Discord server. So if you'd like to be part of our community even when we aren't live, consider joining our Discord. We just had a movie night this weekend where we watched the Minecraft movie. And we also have a weekly D&D campaign that you can either lurk in or potentially join a future campaign if you're so interested. And we do Minecraft events. There's a whole bunch of stuff. But anyways, let's go say hi to Puka. I'll be in their chat for a little bit. I'll be on Discord, and hopefully I'll catch you all in the next one. I have zombies spawning on my roof, so I need to take care of that. Take care of yourselves. Bye.